Now that we have learned about RD Chime and we have had a walkthrough of its facility, it is time for our other highlight activity for today. This year, we present to you the premier animation module making contest of the RD Chime Laboratory. This activity aims to mainstream the importance of animation in developing learning modules as our education system adapts to the new normal brought by this COVID pandemic and to introduce the potential of animation in providing alternative home-based jobs. It also aims to showcase the talented animators of Calabarzon region and to promote the RD Chime Laboratory and its services to interested animators, LGUs, the academe, and the general public. Now, please allow me to give you the animation module making contest guidelines. The theme for this contest is Guhit Galaw, instrumento tungo sa pag-unlad ng kalusugan, kabuhayan, kaayusan at kinabukasan. Participants throughout Calabarzon have been invited and were divided into three categories: professional, amateur or teachers, and student, which includes senior high school and college students. Unfortunately, our pre-registered entries for the professional category could not make the deadline, so we only have a total of 7 entries, 2 from teachers and 5 from students. The registration period was from September 17 to 25, 2020, while the deadline of submission was October 23. For the contest guidelines, the animation video length shall be limited to 3 to 5 minutes only. The organizer shall provide the module to the registered participants who were allowed to choose from a list of modules per category. The animators should follow the learning modules provided. The panel of judges was composed of representatives from DepEd Calabarzon, Philippine High School for the Arts, National ICT Confederation of the Philippines, and the University of Rizal System. Our first judge is a freelance illustrator who graduated Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting at Silliman University, co-founder and president of the Dumaguete Animation Guild, and Asiagraph Tokyo 2020 winner in the Division 1 CG competition. He's currently working for Aconite Books as cover artist for Marvel prose novels. He is Mr. Steve Abanto. Our next judge is the Dean of the College of Fine Arts at the University of Rizal System, Angono. We have Professor Wahini M. Cruzada. Our next judge is a resident visual arts teacher at the Philippine High School for the Arts. He has a bachelor's degree in fine arts from the University of the Philippines in Diliman. He is a recipient of the Metrobank Art and Design Excellence Award for Sculpture. He held exhibitions in South Korea, Scotland, UP Los Baños, Ilocos Norte, and Zambales. He has been an artist in residence in Mandaluyong, Zambales, South Korea, and in Scotland. He was a research speaker in various seminars in art education and facilitator of the Cultural Center of the Philippines, the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, and the Department of Education. He was a recipient for ACES Award for Continuing Excellence by the Metrobank Foundation in 2019. He is Mr. Mark Cosico. And of course, we have our Education Program Supervisor and Officer in charge of the Curriculum and Learning Management Division, CLMD of DepEd Region 4A, Mr. Job S. Zape Jr. Entries have been judged on the following criteria: originality, 15%, relevance, 30%, 2D movement quality, 20%, learner's impact, 20%, and content, 15%, for a total of 100%. The winners will be receiving the following prizes. For the teachers category, the first place will be 15,000 pesos, while the second place will be 10,000 pesos. For the student category, the first prize will be 10,000 pesos, while the second place will be 7,000 pesos. Various animation softwares were allowed. The animation video size should be 1280 by 720 pixels, and the background music, objects, and clip art should be from open source and should have no copyright. The official entries were submitted to the provided email address and were compiled for judging. For our other provisions, TOST Calabarzon shall have exclusive rights to use the finalist entries in its communications and publication materials, including but not limited to online articles, calendars, and planners. URS shall have copyright of all entries in this contest. By joining the contest, all participants have agreed to release and discharge DOST Calabarzon and its officials and employees from any claims, losses, or damages arising from their participation. And lastly, for student category, participants agreed that their names and the name of the school and school's division being represented may be released to the public for the purpose of announcing the contest finalists and winners. Oof, that was some lengthy guidelines. Okay, so now, are we all excited to see the entries of our finalists? Okay, now let's proceed to our finalists from the amateur category. Our first entry is from the University of Rizal System Angono, team by Mr. Gian Paulo R. Francisco, Ana Victoria E. Cordero, Rodler Villalon, Anniversary M. Balbuena. Their entry is entitled SUCAT from the module Metrology Reading Measurements on Micrometer in Different Least Count. A wordplay on the Filipino term of the measurement sukat was the initial inspiration of this video, and that is the birth of our characters Ma'am Sue and Student Cat. It was created with the aspiration of allowing learners to be curious and to understand mathematical topics such as measurement, and these video learning materials were proven to instill higher learning retention. Thus, Sukat aims to teach measurements in a fun and entertaining way. Our next entry is from Dayap National High School, Maine, by Mr. Ben Mark Joy Kovinar. His entry is from the module Metrology, Metric and English System of Measurements. His video description says, I do believe that the reason why I'm still breathing and alive today is to teach and to impart knowledge, to teach science. This might sound grandiose, but this may make me feel active and fuels me every day. Learning should not be hindered by the social status nor race or culture. Learning should be fun and engaging. One theologian said, it is a sin to bore people with gospel. I also believe that making learning boring is blasphemous act. Now, let us see the outputs of our finalists from the amateur or teachers category.
Hi! Tara na, magsisimula na tayo. Okay, ano ang kinalaman ng metric system at English system sa pagbagsak at pagkawasak ng NASA's 125 million worth Mars Climate Orbiter sa planet Mars noong 1999? Alamin muna natin, ano bang ibig sabihin ng linear measurement? It is the distance between two given points or objects. Thus, we can define length as total gap measured between the leftmost and the rightmost end of this banana. At katulad ng length, ang height naman ay linear measurement between the top and the bottom of an object. In this case, LeBron James' height is 2.06 meters or 6'9". Di naman katangkadan pero mas magaling ako sa kanya sa tagu-taguan. Haha! And now, let's talk about the basic tools used for linear measurement. Ruler, na ginagamit na natin mula pa nung tayo ay nasa elementary. The standard ruler generally measure 15 to 30 centimeters. The measuring tape is commonly used to measure longer objects such as walls, pieces of fabric, and tiles. Paborito itong gamitin ng mananahi kong lola. Metric system at English system. Teka, ano nga ba ang pinagkaiba nila? The metric system is an internationally agreed decimal system of measurement created in France in 1799. Ngayon naman, ating pag-usapan ang mga prefixes na ginagamit sa metric system. Ito ay ang hecto, deca at centi. May kulang pa ba? Ano raw? Para mas madali, tandaan mo to. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. Or kilo, hecto, deca. U is for the unit. Deci, centi, and milli. Try natin. Let's convert 56.3 centimeter to millimeter. Una sa lahat, kailangan nating makita kung saan nakalagay ang ating decimal point. Ayun! Base sa ating given, kailangan nating lumipat mula centimeter to millimeter. Note, dahil nag-move tayo ng isang beses mula centi papuntang milli, ganun din kadami natin ililipat ang ating decimal point. Ngayon, ang sagot ay 563 millimeter. Madali lang, no? Paano naman kung ito? 673.1 grams to kilograms. From grams to kilograms, kailangan nating lumipat ng isa, dalawa, tatlong decimal places. And the answer is 0.6731 kilograms. Practice tayo. Convert 356.8 milliliter to liter. Pwede mong i-pause ang video para makapag-convert ka. And the answer is 0.3568 liter. Very good! Alam mo bang may 195 sovereign countries sa buong mundo? At tatlo sa mga bansang ito ay patuloy pa rin sa paggamit ng English system as their official system of measurement. Ang mga bansang ito ay ang US, Liberia, and Myanmar. In English system, we have inch, cubit, yard, foot, mile, and many more. Kung sa metric system, kailangan lang natin ilipat ang posisyon ng decimal points to convert. In English system, we need conversion ratio or unit factor. And always remember, conversion ratio is a ratio equal to 1. Tara! Let's convert 4 feet to inches. Una sa lahat, alamin muna natin ang conversion factor ng feet to inches. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Ngayon naman, isulat natin ang given into fraction form, 4 feet over 1. Next ay ang ating conversion factor. Dahil gusto nating makancel ang unit na feet, ilagay natin sa baba or sa denominator ang 1 foot. So ang ating magiging equation ay 4 feet over 1 times 12 inches over 1 feet. Cancel ang unit na feet. 4 times 12 is equal to 48 inches.
Good morning, Teacher Sue!
Alam mo ba kung paano malalaman ang size ng isang gamit o lugar?
Susukatin ko po gamit yung dangkal ko or kung gaano po kahaba yung arms ko pag stretch.
Nakakatuwa ka naman, Kat. Ngayong araw ay matutunan natin ang dalawang pinaka-common na sistema ng pagsukat. Una, ito ang metric system na ginagamit sa Asia at ng mas maraming bansa. Pangalawa ay ang English system or kilala rin bilang Imperial or British system na ginagamit sa Estados Unidos at Britanya.
Bakit po dalawa? Nakakalito naman. Hindi po ba pwedeng isa na lang?
Nakakatuwa ka talaga, Kat. Sige, para huwag kang mahirapan, i-explain pa natin. Simulan natin sa linear measurement. Basahin mo nga, Kat, kung ano ang ibig sabihin nito
The linear measurement is the distance between the two given points or objects. Thus, we can define length as total gap measured between the leftmost and rightmost end of an object in the mentioned system of units.
Very good! Halimbawa, measuring the length of a banana using tape. The length approximates to 5 inches. Parehas din nito ang height, kung saan ang linear measurement between the top and bottom of an object. For example, the height of the cone and a ladder as shown in the image. The metric system is an internationally agreed decimal system of measurement created in France in 1799. The International System of Units, SI, the official system of measurement in almost every country in the world, is based upon the metric system. In the metric system, each basic type of measurement, length, weight, capacity, has one basic unit of measure, meter, gram, liter. Ngayon naman ay dumako tayo sa English system. When the metric system was lawfully accepted for use in the United States in 1866, the U.S. has not adopted the metric system as its official system of measurement. The U.S. English system of measurement grew out of the manner in which people secured measurements using body parts and familiar objects. For example, shorter ground distances were measured with a human foot and longer distances were measured by paces.
Ang galing! Naintindihan ko na po.
Mabuti naman, Kat. Basta kung may katanungan ka, sabihin mo lang sa akin.
Yes po, Teacher Sue.
Paalam!
Wow! Ang gaganda ng mga videos, no? Grabe kung siguro ako ay estudyante pa, mas gaganahan akong mag-aral. Ayun, so we will be announcing the first place entry, which means the name that would not be called will be the second placer. So, the winner of our animation module making contest from the amateur category is, drum roll, Dayap National High School Main Campus, Mr. Ben Mark Joy Cuvinar. Mr. Cuvinar will be receiving a total of 15,000 pesos. Now, may we hear some words from Mr. Mark Cuvinar.
Hello po. Naririnig po ba ako? Hello po.
Yes,
Yes,
po.
narinig ka.
Alright, maraming salamat po. Medyo pangit po yung background ko kasi hindi ko naman po masyadong pinagandaan kasi hindi ko po alam na napapasok. Pero, well, actually po, nag-chat si Sir Rafael to prepare some sort of speech in case may makuha nga po. Medyo hindi rin po ako nag-prepare kasi hindi ko naman po alam talaga na makakapasok nga po yung entry. Well, siguro po mas maganda to kasi raw at galing po talaga sa akin. Hindi ko po to nilista. I believe that learning po ay hindi po dapat mapigilan po ng communication. That's why when I teach science, I teach English to other countries kasi po nagtuturo din po ako ng tutorial po, pero as I teach science, nagtatagalog po ako kasi gusto ko pong mahalin po ng estudyante ang science sa pamamagitan gamit po yung kanyang lengguwahe. And nagpapasalamat din po ako sa avenue na binigay po ng DOST para po makapag-present po at lumawak po yung bang territory na maaabot nung animation. And nagpapasalamat din po ako in behalf of Dayap National High School po. Dahil po, well, big time po kasi ang DOST. So, nabanggit po ang Dayap National High School. Well, that make me so proud. And thank you guys. Thank you po, sir, ma'am. Thank you for considering. And more animation to go. Salamat po.
Thank you very much and congratulations once again, Mr. Kuvinar. Now, let us proceed to our finalists from the students category. Our first entry is from the University of Rizal System, Angono, by Carl Joshua D. Alcantara, Jadiel Rodriguez, Ronald Solomon, Maria Laura Baclig. They call themselves the B Animations. Their entry is from the module Drafting Fundamentals and Theory of Design. They selected this lesson because they related to this topic. As fine art students who also love lines, sketching, and drawing, they were highly motivated to make this type of animation to help every student to understand the knowledge about the lesson and the creativity needed to create animation. Even during this pandemic, they quote-unquote did their best to make an animation and build up to it. Our next entry is from the National College of Science and Technology by Ms. Erica Shane Gonzalez. Their entry is from the module Hand-Manipulated Tools, Set of Tools. Being a technical drafting student during her high school years, Erica found that these drafting tools, materials, are helpful to us and help us to accomplish our works and projects. Student category.
I think I've put too much potion. Oh, hey there, I'm Draft Boy. I'm a draftsman and a wizard. I like making house plants. Today, I will show you my treasure drafting materials and tools. Come, follow me to my museum. Abracadabra. Tada! We're here. I will show you my collections of drafting materials and tools. But first, what is drafting materials and tools? These are tools used for technical drawing, including pencils, pens, and rulers. Drawing tools may be used for measurement and layout of drawing to improve consistency and speed of creation of standard drawing elements. Our first tool is mechanical pencil. It is a pencil with a replaceable and mechanically extendable solid pigment core called a lead. Then, we have drawing board or drafting table, a kind of multi-purpose desk which can be used for any kind of drawing, writing, or improved sketching on a large sheet of paper. Triangles have two types, the 30 by 60 degree and 45 by 45 degree. It is used to draw vertical and inclined lines. The next, T-square. It is used by draftsmen primarily as a guide for drawing horizontal lines on drafting table. Then, a compass. It is a drawing instrument that can be used for inscribing circles or arcs. The next one is dividers, instrument for measuring, transferring, or marking off distances. Then we have technical pen, specialized instrument used by to make lines of constant width for technical drawings. A protractor is a rectangular, square, circular, or semicircular measuring instrument typically made of transparent plastic or glass. Then, a racing shield is a thin plate with holes usually of several sizes used to confine an erasure to a limited area. Triangular scale is a drafting instrument that is triangular in cross section and has a different scale on each edge. It is specialized ruler designed to facilitate the drawing and measuring of architectural drawings. We have templates, contains three-dimensional holes in the right scale to accurately draw a symbol or sign. Circle templates are used containing a suitable set of holes in certain dimension. Our last drafting tools is punch curve. It is a template made out of metal, wood, or plastic composed of many different curves. The shapes are segments of the ruler, spiral, or clothoid curve. For drafting materials, our first material is drawing pencil. It is a writing implement or art medium usually constructed of a narrow, solid pigment core inside a protective casing. Then we have drawing papers, specially prepared for use in drafting. Paper comes in a variety of different sizes and qualities, grade up to high quality and relatively expensive papers sold as individual sheets. Then we also have erasers. It is an article of stationery that is used for removing pencil markings. It has a rubbery consistency and come in a variety of shapes, size, and colors. Drawing inks can be divided into two groups, India ink and polymer ink. India ink is used on paper and drafting film plastic. The most commonly used India ink is a colloidal mixture of butter and carbon black. Drafting tape is used in technical drawing to help in keeping the paper well positioned, leaving no residue behind. It is easily removable, even from delicate surfaces and nearly identical to masking tape. And that's all for today. I hope you learned something and you can apply it too. Always remember, give importance to it because it will help you to create plans for future. Until next time, Abra Kadabra.
Good day, class. Today, I'm going to discuss our Module 1, Drafting Related Careers and Sketching. Does anyone want to start the discussion with a question?
Ma'am, what is the difference of technical drawing and artistic drawing?
Technical drawing, also known as drafting or drafting, it is the act and discipline of composing plans and is essential for communicating ideas in industry and engineering. People use familiar symbols, perspective, units of measurement, notation system, visual styles, and page layout to ensure that the drawing is relatively easy to understand. Technical drawings are understood to have one intended meaning. On the other hand, artistic drawings are subjectively interpreted. Their meanings are multiply determined. It is an expressive drawing of the visual arts. Another important subject in drawing is line. Line is a mark or stroke long in proportion to its breadth, made with a pen, pencil, tool, etc. Line is the most basic design tool. A line has length, width, tone, and texture. It may divide space, define a form, describe contour, and suggest direction. It is also defined as a set of infinite points. Classifications of lines. Lines are classified generally into three forms. Number 1 is straight line, either vertical, horizontal, and inclined or diagonal. Number 2, curved line, either regular curves and irregular curves. And lastly, number 3, jog line, which is highly irregular and does not fall either of straight of curves, usually uneven, rough, and rugged. Lines are classified according to weight. Number 1, heavy or thick lines. Number 2, medium or middleweight lines. Number 3, light or thin lines. Lines are classified according to construction. Number 1, continuous lines. Number 2, broken lines. And number 3, dashed lines. Also remember the following importance of lines as essential elements in drafting. Number 1, pure contour line drawing is the simplest form of linear expression because the lines describes visible edges of an object. Number 2, some edges are clear with a defined start and finish, but when the edge turns a corner or flattens out, the line should not be drawn but implied. Number 3, a complex object with many edges may give the appearance of detail, but a simple object will offer no information about its three-dimensional form. And lastly, number 4, adding details gives the viewer more information about the form. Sketching is also as important as line. There are two types of freehand drawing. One pertains to artist drawings and the other to drawings done by technical men and skilled industrial workers. Artist drawing. Artist drawings are generally freehand drawings, drawings made without the use of drawing instruments or straight edges. Such drawings are made in perspectives. Artist medium are either a lead pencil, charcoal pencil, black ink, pastel, oil paint, watercolor, or crayon. Technical men drawing. Technical men and industrial workers, on the other hand, make working sketches, which are also freehand drawings but are shown in a special type of drawing called orthographic projection. Generally, an object is shown in three orthographic views, which are top, front, and side views. Remember, a synonym for freehand drawing is sketch. All technical sketches are freehand drawings, but not all freehand drawings are technical sketches. A sketch is a quickly executed freehand drawing that is not intended as a finished work. It is a quick way to record an idea for later use. So that's it for today. Remember class, this discussion will help you to reach your dream career. So keep it in mind and keep studying.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for this meaningful discussion.
Okay, until next time, goodbye class.
Grabe, student pa lang sila pero ang gagaling na. What more pag nahasa pa ang kanilang mga talents in animation, no? Sana all marunong mag-animate. Okay, again, we will be calling our first place winner, which means the other finalist will be the second placer. And the winner of our animation module making contest from the student category is B Animations from University of Rizal System, Angono. The team composed of Carl Joshua Alcantara, Jediel Rodriguez, Ronald Solomon, and Maria Laura Baclig. B Animations will be receiving a total of 10,000 pesos. Now, may we hear some words from representative of B Animations? Any representative po from the B Animations?
Hello po. Hello.
Yes, go. Go,
Hello
go,
po,
go. Yours.
Thank you po kasi po hindi po namin in-expect tong contest na to kasi po mabilisan lang din po tsaka syempre po na-excite din po kami kasi po bihira po kasi yung animation contest dito sa Rizal or sa community. Ayun po. Tapos po ayun, para po malaman din po namin na sa animation po hindi lang po pro or teacher ang kayang gumawa. Ayun. Kaya po sumali din po kami dito para po maibigay yung talent namin. Kasi po fine art student din po kami and yun po. Kaya po sumali kami dito para po ma-promote yung artistic and creative ng mga fine art students sa URS Angono. Ayun po. Thank you po.
And once again, we thank everyone who joined and supported our first and hopefully not the last animation module making contest. We hope that this has been a fruitful, challenging, and exciting experience for all of you. To formally close our event, let us welcome the Provincial Director of the Provincial Science and Technology Center, Rizal, Mr. Fernando E. Ablaza, for the closing remarks.
Yes, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Napakagaling ng ating mga animators. So, umpisa pa lang yan. Again, gusto ko muna i-congratulate bago ko simulan yung aking sasabihin. Gusto muna i-congratulate muli ang ating winner ng faculty, si Ben, of the Dayak National High School, and yung mga student of the URS Angono Campus, URS Angono Campus. Congratulations sa ating mga winners. Hello,
Salamat po, sir. Salamat po.
Yes. Yes. So, again, good morning to all our dear participants in today's virtual tour of the DOST 4A and URS Animation Laboratory, in short, RD Chime, and Animation Contest. You've seen sample of animations done by the creative students and faculties in the Carabarzon area who participated in the animation contest. DOST 4A, in collaboration with the University of Rizal System, the TEST 4A, the ICT Association of the Philippines, the several local government units in Rizal bind themselves to establish the Regional Design and Creativity Hub for Industry, MSMEs, and Education, which was established at the ground floor of the Rizal Provincial Science and Technology Office building inside the University of Rizal System, Antipolo Campus. So yun, alam nyo na yung aming office. Ulitin ko, yung aming office ng Rizal Provincial Science and Technology Center ay sa loob ng Rizal University of Rizal System, Antipolo Campus. At dun sa ground floor, nandun nakalagay yung ating animation laboratory. Now, we have the RD Chime Laboratory to cater our stakeholders in Rizal, students, faculties, LGU, constituents, the academe as a whole, TESTA, MSMEs, and all creative individuals from all walks of life. Anytime soon, pwede na magsimula ang operation ito at pwede nyo nang gamitin. Ngayon, alam nyo na kung saan kami makikita. Ang animation laboratory ay nandito sa ground floor ng DOST office, DOST Rizal office sa Antipolo. At pwede nang pag-aralan ni naman na nais matuto nito, lalong-lalo na yung mga students and faculties and researchers on regarding animation technology. Makikita natin ang paggamit natin, ang paggamit ng animation ay parang nakikita natin na ito ang magiging future ng ating bayan at saka yung buong mundo, most especially in the education and industry sector. Kaya ngayon, you will now aware of the DOST 4A and URS program regarding animation at alam niyo na kung saan nyo kayo makikita. We are here and very happy to serve you and assist you once RD Chime starts its regular operation next year, hopefully. Sa pagtatapos, we also want to take this opportunity to thank all the participants on today's occasion. The virtual tour and awarding of the successful winners in the animation contest, the students and faculty, and all animators, teachers, the other government agencies, the LGUs, the DOST family, MSMEs who attended in today's occasion. Once again, maraming salamat sa inyo at magandang umaga sa lahat.